everybody. Welcome to day 2 of our theme week of red, teal, and white. I'm going to send this over to my VIP group really quick. It's been a busy day here today. I got my Christmas village done. That was a lot of fun. I did that today. I did share that on my personal Facebook page. If you have not seen it, a lot of fun. So our theme this week is, like I said, is red, teal, and white. Hold on, this is week number 4, day 2. All right. Okay. So we are going to do Club Couture. It is Tuesday, so I love doing Club on Tuesdays. I'm not sure why it's not letting me pull. Okay, there it is. Sometimes I get comments popping on my phone, sometimes I don't. So I like to pull it up on another phone just to see if comments do pop up. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. I'll be happy to help. Okay, this is November's club. If you are not a Club Couture member, it is awesome. Right now, during our Black Friday deals, Club save an additional 10% on top of the deals. So that is cool. And almost every month, Club has a special promo just for Club members. And this is an exclusive transfer. You cannot buy this off my Chalk site. You have to be a Club member to get it. And of course, we've done this one twice already. I just want to make sure that my board is right. This is a retired surface, so this surface is no longer available, but you can do this on so many different surfaces. So we're going to do the stockings in teal, and then we're going to do the overlay in red, and the top parts in white, and then we'll do these little embellishments. We'll figure out how we're going to do all that, right? So we're going to make it all super, super cute, really easy to do. If you've never done a chalk project before, they're so much fun. So this is Club, November Club Couture. You can still join and get this transfer. And then you will get December's and so on. I'm going to cut this with my transfer trimmers. I actually get asked quite often, what is the special thing about the transfer trimmers? They have a non-stick coating, so they do not destroy our transfer. Transfer will not stick to it either, which is awesome. I'm just going to cut this all apart here. So I hope everyone is having a great day. It has been cold here today. Super, super cold. I'm over it. And it hasn't even really, winter hasn't really begun yet. And I'm like, it's spring yet. I'm just not a fan of the cold. I think, one, it's because I'm anemic, and so when I'm cold, I am cold. Like, down to the bone cold. So, not a lot of fun. All right. And these little, now there's 2 stockings. So if we want to do 3, you have to actually use another stocking. Or use the same stocking, over. But that's fine, because these are reusable 8 to 12 times, sometimes more. Depends on how well you take care of them. Also, being a club member, you will get free shipping on your kit every month. So your kit cost has free shipping. There is a flat rate shipping with being a club member also. So just keep that in mind. If you have any questions about club, of course I am here to answer them. I would be more than happy to help. All right. Plus, with your kit, you get the transfer, the exclusive transfer, and you also will get 3 paste singles. So if you wanted to do it in these colors, you could always add the extra paste singles in. I will do a cart link with all the extras that we used here today, the surface obviously will not be one of them because this is a retired surface. But I can put a surface in that's equivalent to this. And I will also do the link on how to join club. So if you have any questions, of course, like I said, reach out to me. This just takes a minute, guys. I like to write on the back of my my transfer backer sheets because it lets me know where they go, how they go back on. When you have a whole bunch of them and you're just grabbing backer sheets, it's easier if you have them already written. Okay, so this is November's club. 22. Okay. And I always do a dash mark when I use them so that I know how many uses I'm getting out of them. So there is that too. So, all right. You don't have to do that. It's just I make it so it's easier for myself because sometimes I'll get to doing stuff and then I won't pay attention to what I'm doing. That happens quite often, actually. Especially if I'm creating a bunch of projects. I have some transfers actually sitting over by my wash basin right now. So obviously I know that those aren't going to go on these backer sheets. But if I ever had somebody else do it, or if I needed to pay attention to what I was doing, then I would. I think we're only going to do 2 stockings this time. We've done the 3. I think we're just going to do 2. I think that would be really cute. You don't have to do all of them. Now, you could do a bunch of them in a row if you wanted to. You just want to make sure that that transfer is down, that there's no bubbles in it, because you want that design to be crisp and clear. So the top part we're going to do with bright white. I've been using this a lot today, so it's already mixed up. So to prevent from getting onto the stocking, you could use placement tape. If you don't have our placement tape, you can use washi tape. Just be very, very careful. Do not use painter's tape or any other kind of tape because it will tear your silk screen and then that transfer is done. I don't want to see anybody lose a transfer just because they didn't use the right thing or they were like, you didn't say. Yes, I did. So I'm going to pull this up and I'm going to really quickly dry this just because I don't want it to be wet really. You can just pull it up and then drop it back down if you want to. You just want to make sure that that's going to go back to room temp because you don't want this to be hot. Okay, so I'm just going to push down the stocking part where I'm actually going to go with the teal. I just opened this one up, so the last one we had was starting to go bad. So they do have a shelf life, so if you feel like you're not going to use as many or a jar as much, I suggest that you just buy the paste singles. I personally like the jars because I do use them a lot. I use them a lot, so it makes more sense for me to have the jars. Plus, our ink does not come in singles. You have to buy that in the jar. And our ink is awesome, guys. If you've never done an ink project, so much fun. So much fun. You can make pillows and t-shirts and so many things. Baby onesies is a big one. A lot of people do that. All right, so I'm going to pull that up. And we're going to just dry that real quick. And you want to make sure that the layers are dry when you go to chalk over top of them, because it will pull that other layer back up. I always just try and make sure that they're dry. And sometimes if you go to pull it up and it's got a little bit of texture to it, you definitely want to make sure that that is completely dry. So it won't pull back up. Now, sometimes it'll feel dry, but it's not dry all the way down, so you also want to watch that. I'm going to let that sit for just a minute, because we are going to chalk the other one. Oh, paste all over there. And put my back sheet over there. Like I said, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask. I am more than happy to answer any questions you may have. Now, of course, like I said, we're just going to do the bright white at the top. Now, you could always do it with a multi-tool, too, if you were just wanting to kind of watch what you're doing, be a little bit closer to that edge. A multi-tool would work really well with that, because the bottom of our multi-tool is a squeegee. So, pull this up. Now you want to be careful when you're heating. Oh my goodness, goodness. When you're heating your design and like drying it, because you don't want that heat too close to the transfer, because it'll warp the transfer. But you can always do it on low if you have our quick dry tool. I've been using my quick dry tool quite a bit today, drying paint, so it's been used quite a bit. Alright. That is good. I'm just going to drop that down, like I said. So I'm actually going to take the multi-tool and push this transfer down, just so I know it's nice and tight right there. I'm going to grab out that teal. I love our teal. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. The coral and teal go really well together. So if you are like, oh, I don't want those colors, you don't have to do these colors, guys. This is just to kind of give you a general idea of what everything would look like, all done in the same color scheme together. This is not a, hey, you have to do it that color. These aren't even the colors that come with Club anyway. So if it's something you're like, no, I want to use the Club colors, then do that. Or if your decor is not red, teal, and white, then go with whatever decor you're using. Colors. Like I said, I want to make sure that that is nice and dry. It feels dry, so the top layer needs to be really well fuzzed. I can't even speak today. It's been a long day. Fun day, but a long day. And you could always ink these on a fabric and kind of make a stuffy and hang it as a garland. That would be super cute. Or maybe just hang it, like, take a banner and put it on that and hang that up. There's so many different possibilities that you can do with our chalk products. So really quickly, we're going to do the wording, because I'm going to let them kind of just dry a little bit more. And the wording we're going to do in bright white and teal. So I'm going to do the word together in teal, and then the wording at the top, the through the years we all will be, in white. And we're going to put that right down here in the corner. We're going to work pretty quickly with this, so we can get this on there pretty fast. So you can make red be the dominant color, teal be the dominant color, or white be the dominant color in this color scheme. That's kind of cool thing to do too. I know a lot of people are like, well, red is a Christmas color, so they feel like that it needs to be the dominant, and that's fine. Dominant color in that scheme. But you decide. You pick for you and see how you like the way it looks. All right. Normally I would pull that up, but I'm going to work really, really fast with this, so I'm just going to chalk it and get it on there. You got to be really careful because you don't want the paste to dry in that silk screen. And it didn't. And it didn't pull anything off the stocking, which I was hoping it wouldn't because that stocking is dry. Closing up these, we are done with all of that. So everything else is going to be red. So this is an old, like I said, an old surface. So I would probably put one of the other, probably the box frame would be a good one with all of the supplies to make this. Now, you can add to or take away from the cart link. You don't have to get every single thing that I add in there. So if you don't want the quick dry tool, you don't have to get the quick dry tool. If you don't want the transfer trimmers, you don't have to get them. I just like to put them all in there so it's easy for you. All that I ask is that if you do order off the chalk site, please round up with lots of love, because every single penny makes a huge difference. So we are going to kind of go over everything again, just making sure. All right, so everything else is going to be red, which is called Candy Apple. And I'm going to fuzz these super, super well, so it might take me a minute. And the reason why I'm going to fuzz them really well is because they're layering. So as a layer, you want it fuzzed so well that it's hardly sticky, but sticky enough that it's going to stick down. Now, if you were doing the club transfer with ink, you wouldn't fuzz it. We don't fuzz ink projects. Just an FYI. Because you want that transfer to be extremely sticky to stick down to that fabric so it doesn't bleed out. I'm feeling it. It still feels a little... Now you want to be careful, of course. You don't want to pull too bad because of that silk screen. So, and then when you wash this, it's going to bring that stickiness right back. That stickiness is going to come right back. So don't feel like, oh no, it's not sticky anymore, and it's done. All right. Let's get that Candy Apple red on there. I just think that the red on the teal looks a little bit nicer than it would have been the opposite. Now that's just my own feelings towards it. It doesn't mean that that's necessarily the way you feel. Like I said, always make it for you and or whomever you're making it for. You don't have to do it exactly how I do it. I'm just showing you the technique. And I'm going to slowly peel because I don't want it to pull any of that. And you can see it's kind of pulling a little bit of the teal, but it's not bad. And there's that embellishment. I'll show you guys how cute that is. Super cute. Super, super cute. So now we're going to do the other stocking. I just realized I did not turn the screen down for you guys. I'm sorry. Hope you guys can see what is going on. Like I said, it's been a long day here today. It's been a fun day. I've been in the chalk room all day creating my Christmas decor for my house. And so that's been a lot of fun. I'm loving it. It's just, it helps me relax so much. So if you guys have any questions like how do I do this, or how do you do an ink project or anything like that, please let me know. I would be more than happy to help. If you have any questions about club, please let me know also. And if you have questions about being a designer, I would be more than happy to help answer any questions you have there too. That one is still really sticky. Some of our transfers can be a little bit stickier than others. So just kind of go off of what you feel. All right. See that? It just looks off to me. Let's see. The bottom's off. Okay. And that's where you kind of just got to play with it a little bit. Don't get discouraged. It's all good. Right there. So, eyeballing it, basically, and then chalking. And you can see it doesn't take much paste. The paste packets that come with your club, you can do quite a few projects with. They say about the average of them are 3 B-size transfers, which are what these are. That's every single piece of it. I've done like 11 projects, depending on how thick you go with the paste. Just to let you know. So now, let's dry that so it doesn't get messed up. Do the little stocking stuffer part. We're just going to do all of that in the candy apple red as well, because the red is not as much on this, but you could do it in any color you want. You don't have to do it in the colors that we're doing here today. I just think that they're cute, and I thought the red would be really cute. And like I said, red does come with it. The candy apple does come with your club this month. And you can give club as a gift too. So if you know somebody who's super crafty, or they love crafts, or they love subscription boxes, you can actually give the gift of Club Couture to someone. You sign them up using their email, or an email that that you have control over, even, and then you can have it mailed to them. You just put their address in. So if you wanted to be a club member and your daughter wanted to be a club member and you both lived under the same house, you can still do that too. Or maybe a group of your friends, you guys want to all be club members, you guys could do that too. And I'll get together and do chalk together. That would be a lot of fun. And now when new members join club, they also will get a free mini squeegee. So you will automatically have everything you need minus a surface and a fuzzing cloth. I mean, you don't have all the extras, but you have stuff that you can use to create a project. You can always order a surface off the chalk site, or maybe a found surface, something that you found somewhere else. Alrighty. That's it. Looking. Alright. So we're almost done, guys. Thank you so much for sticking with me and watching. And come back tomorrow for another cool project for this theme week. It just gives you some ideas on how to decorate. I know I change my decor up for my Christmas stuff quite often, as weird as it is. Like, I might keep it for a year or two, and then I'll turn around and I will change it up with something else that I found that I'm, oh my gosh, I love that and I want that. And we're going to change the color. We're changing the color this year too. So if that's something that you love to do, then that's awesome too. And then you could just scrape it off if it's a reusable surface. You could scrape it off and redo it. So that's something if you want to do something like that. All right, I'm going to show you guys the finished project. Is right there. How cute is that, right? Super cute. Pop of color. Would look great up on a wall or on a mantle, however you wanted to do it. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for all of your support. If you are not a designer, please click that SHARE button and spread the love for me. And I will see you all here tomorrow for day 3 of red, teal, and white color theme week. All right, guys, talk to you soon. Bye.